Welcome to Business Exit Success, the podcast dedicated to helping small business owners on how they can successfully transition out of their business on their terms while also living a life of purpose and fulfillment after the sale. I am your host, certified financial planner and certified exit planning advisor, Tom Poltersdorf. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I am discussing the various income buckets one can have to support their lifestyle in retirement. We'll dig into each of the three buckets. I will provide examples of the types of accounts and income sources in each, as well as how they are taxed. Now, this topic is vital to plan for if you are a small business owner, because over 90% of owners are depending on their business to fund their retirement, while at the same time, less than 20% of businesses actually sell. So this is a huge problem, folks. Even if you're paying yourself a great income, $200,000, $300,000 a year, if you are tired, if you have a health issue, or if you're just burnt out and want to exit and retire from your business, you will need to sell it or sell a portion of it, especially if you are not saving enough outside of your business. Now, how to make your business attractive and going about the selling process, I discussed that on other episodes and we'll have many more in the future. But for today, I won't dive into that right now. So let's just assume for today's topic, you are able to sell your business for X amount of dollars, and that will contribute to your retirement nest egg. Okay, so let's dive right in here. The first retirement bucket is your non-sheltered funds, otherwise known as your non-qualified accounts. So this is your savings and investments that are non-retirement accounts. This is the bucket where if you sell your business, the net proceeds will fall into. For many business owners who are lucky enough to experience the liquidity event of their business, this bucket tends to be the largest bucket where income will be pulled from. This is what we call after-tax money. So there are no penalties in taking it out of your account, and you can use as much as you'd like, depending on what you need to support yourself and your family. Now, these investments can still create some form of taxes because they'll most likely produce taxable income from interest, dividends, or capital gains. This is why it's so important to align your investment goals and your income needs with your tax planning so that you avoid getting bumped into that higher tax bracket during retirement. Some ways to help prevent this from happening include using growth stocks that don't pay dividends rather than income stocks that do pay dividends within your non-qualified investment accounts. You can also use tax-free investments such as municipal bonds. Or if you are investing in stocks within your account for more than 1 year, the dividends are taxed at the more favorable capital gains tax rates up to 20%. Another form of non-sheltered funds for this income bucket would be rental income from residential or commercial real estate. It can be an excellent source of passive income, and then eventually when you sell the property, that will produce more funds to go back into your savings and investments in this same bucket. Okay, bucket 2 is money that would be partly taxable. And the big one in this bucket is Social Security. The amount you receive varies and is based on your top 40 quarters or 10 years of earnings in your lifetime. When you become eligible for your full benefit is when you reach what's called full retirement age, or FRA. This is typically around ages 66 to 67. It depends on when you were born. You can take it earlier, starting at age 62, but you will take a 30% cut in income from the normal amount you would otherwise receive if you waited until you reached full retirement age. Really important there if you are considering taking it early. Now, if you wait to begin taking Social Security payments past your full retirement age, your monthly payment would increase by 8% for every year you waited to take it up until age 70. So you want to make sure to start collecting Social Security at the latest by age 70, because past that, there is no benefit to waiting any longer. Now, something important to know is that your Social Security is taxable, but only some of it and only sometimes. So this is where Social Security can get very complicated, but I'll keep it simple here. If your income in retirement is over a certain amount, you would pay tax on 85% of your Social Security benefits. Not at an 85% tax rate, Okay, this is where many folks get confused. It's not an 85% tax rate, but tax on 85% of what you receive as a payment. If your income is a lesser amount, you pay tax on 50% of your monthly payment. And lastly, if your income is less than $32,000 per year as a married couple, you do not pay any tax on your Social Security payments. So if you cannot tell already, Social Security and retirement planning is like one of those chess pieces that has an unlimited amount of moves. You can get even more creative when there are two spouses and one can start earlier than the other, while the other one can wait. So you can get creative here, okay? The ultimate goal, though, for anyone is to wait until age 70 to maximize your monthly payment. But for many folks out there, they either can't wait that long or they don't want to wait that long. So it all depends on your specific situation. The third bucket is your tax-sheltered money. These are also known as your qualified accounts. So your 401k, your IRAs, a pension, if you're at a place that still offers it. Many of these have almost entirely gone away, unless for those folks who work for the government or military, you may still have access to a pension. But 401ks and IRAs are what we call sheltered money that is tax deferred and will be taxable when you take the money out. It grows tax-free every year you leave it in your 401k or IRA investment account. This also includes your profit sharing contributions that you can make while you are in business. With this money, though, remember, at age 72, all of these tax-deferred accounts, the majority of them, you must start taking some out to satisfy your required minimum distribution starting at age 72. Okay, so at a very simplistic level, those are your potential buckets of income that you will pull money from to support your lifestyle. A quick review. Bucket 1, your non-sheltered money. This is your savings and investments that are non-retirement accounts, including the net proceeds from selling all or a portion of your business. This bucket also includes rental income. Bucket 2 is your partly taxable money, mainly consisting of Social Security payments. Bucket 3 is your tax-deferred funds, so your 401ks, IRAs, and in some rare cases, the pension. The goal for you to consider now is making sure you have 3 buckets to pull from when it's time to start your next chapter. You don't want to have all your money in just a 401k with little liquidity unless you pay taxes and penalties to get money out, or have all your money currently taxable and not in a sheltered account. You also don't want to have all your money in real estate because real estate is not easy to sell fast, right? It takes time to find a buyer. If you fall into hard times and need access to liquidity, it's very difficult to turn that into cash. So having diversification across all 3 buckets will provide you with the most flexibility and income options. Overall, the main objective to planning for all of this well in advance is to make sure you have enough money after taxes to support your lifestyle and ensure you don't run out of money. Because at the end of the day, we don't know how long we all are going to live. So getting that roadmap built out much sooner than later will give you more time to get all your accounts in order and make sure you are on the right path. Hey everybody, real quick before you take off, if you found this episode helpful in any way, please rate the podcast and leave a review. I would love to get your feedback and see if there are any topics you'd like to hear more about going forward. Thank you, and I appreciate you all very much.